Welcome back to the Necro Zoo. I am Bones, and in this one, we're going to take a look at the newest addition to my McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. Now, there is a pretty funny story behind this, and that is that probably about 2 weeks ago, I was just refreshing my eBay page over and over throughout the day. Just keep refreshing it and seeing if anything pops up that I might want to buy. And surprisingly, this popped up, and it was $29. Now, plus tax, it was like $34. And I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and pay it just to go ahead and get this into the collection. So really happy to pick it up. Not really something that I'm like super excited about, but getting it out of the package, it was a pleasant surprise. So let's go ahead and check it out. Of course, this is the golden edition of the Hellbat armor from McFarlane. Now on the box, it does have a pretty cool gold printed label on the side that says Hellbat Golden Edition. Pretty sweet, looks pretty nice in the package. He was cool, and even popping out of the box and looking at him in the plastic, he's ready to come out. So let's go ahead and add him to our DC Multiverse shelf. Now, of course, he does come with his black DC Multiverse stand. Useful, but he doesn't need it. He stands pretty easily by himself. He also comes with a data file card. Now, on the box and the data file card, the artwork is different because this is basically like the original releases of the photos of the black edition of the original Hellbat release. So, but it's pretty cool. I mean, it is the same stance as the original one. It's just now in gold armor. Looking at the back, there is a little bit of information. Pretty cool. Add this to the collection. Now, of course, as far as accessories, he does come with his two wings. Now, the big difference they did do on these wings is they did add some red striping on the front part of the wings. Now, it's only 2 stripes, which is not a lot, but it accents it a little bit and just makes it pop a little bit more. I wish they would have done this with the original black release, but of course I have my repainted one, so that fixed that for me. So, but let's go ahead and check them out. Taking a look at them. Now, the gold is right in between shiny gold and dull gold. It's not really super shiny, but it's not flat either. It does have some shine to them. And one thing I did notice is that the red on this guy is a little bit more blood red. Now, in the original Hellbat release, the red was kind of like a neon red almost, like you could see it a little bit bright, but this one is a little bit more blood red, which is pretty cool. Now, I looked over this to see if there was any paint differences so I could let you guys know. I did see a couple. So starting off with the head, it is the same limited articulation head as the original, but it's good for what it is. I mean, this is a big bulky figure, one of my favorite figures from the first series that McFarlane released. He does have his shoulder pads that move, his spiked pads that move up and down or to the side. Then he has a pretty awesome red bat emblem on top, which is like raised off his chest. And then of course you have the red piping throughout the suit. Now to the arm, he does have a butterfly shoulder joint, a bicep swivel, single jointed elbows, and the McFarlane ball wrist articulation, but it does work very good. Now, one difference is they did paint these gauntlet blades in the red, and that is different from the original black release. Basically everything else is the same, not too much different. Now, I do love his Waist articulation. You could get a lot of cool motion and stances, leaning him. He leans forward, he leans back, pretty cool. The belt is the same, but it's just in that blood red paint. Now the legs, he has very good articulation. Surprisingly, he has awesome thigh swivel. And then he does have double jointed knees. Now at the bottom, he has a giant sized McFarlane ball ankle joint that does articulate. Now it's pretty cool because if you try and get rocker, the ball like swivels on its own and you could get rocker on there. And then he does have toe articulation. Taking a look at the bottom, on mine it looks like Andy signed him. And then moving up, the same pretty much beautiful sculpt work that was on the original. Now there is a difference here, and that is that all these like thrust sections where it's supposed to be like where the power comes out of, that on the original they're painted red, and on here they're just gold. They don't have any accent color at all to speak of. But it is pretty cool sculpt work. I love the spine, and the back part of the neck is just one of my favorite parts of this figure. Let's go ahead and put his wings on him. These are pretty easily installed in the ports in the back. Just push them in. Of course, this guy has an awesome wingspan. There he is. Pretty cool. I'm happy to add it to the collection. Let's go ahead and bring out the original release. Let's see if we could get him in the same frame. But there you go. That is the gold edition Hellbat armor. He will be going up there on my shelf right next to his black and red brother. Pretty cool to add him to the collection. If you guys want to pick them up, there's tons of pre-orders right now, but nobody's really released them yet. But if you want to hunt for them online, you can. Awesome addition to the collection. So anyways, guys, that's it for now. Stay collecting, stay hunting, and I will see you on the next one.